Does your baby cry every time you place them in the crib? This moment, so eagerly awaited by parents, can become a real challenge. In this video, we'll dive into what's behind that cry, focusing on essential aspects like the sense of security a baby feels when held and the physical discomforts that may arise when they're laid down. With a compassionate and insightful approach, we'll uncover the reasons behind this behavior and offer practical guidance to help you handle these moments with greater ease. Here, you'll discover how your baby sees the world after leaving the warmth of the womb and the importance of being held to feel secure. We'll also cover physical discomforts like reflux, which are often overlooked but can be the cause of that heartfelt, persistent crying. These insights will help you understand what your baby is truly asking for and how to respond with confidence and care. Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, the crib becomes a challenge? Or that your baby needs something they can't quite put into words? Stay with us to better understand their needs, with tips rooted in respectful and loving care for a more peaceful sleep. Imagine the world through the eyes of a newborn. They leave the protected, cozy environment of the womb to face a vast place filled with lights and sounds they've never experienced. In this context, a parent's embrace becomes a true safe haven, the one space where they feel a close connection and comforting support. That's why, when placed in the crib, a baby might feel vulnerable, without the warmth and heartbeat that gave them a sense of calm. This cry, far from being just fussiness, is a natural way of expressing their vulnerability and need for security. Unlike adults, who can understand and adapt to changes over time, a baby is still forming and trying to make sense of everything around them. Although exhausting for parents, the baby's cry is an instinctual call for the embrace that brings them a feeling of safety. This physical contact isn't merely a luxury or the creation of habits, it's an emotional and instinctual response tied to survival and security. Each time they cry and are comforted, they gradually build trust in the world around them. Physical discomfort can often be a reason for a baby's crying, especially if they're dealing with conditions like reflux. Reflux occurs when stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, causing considerable discomfort, particularly when lying down. This makes it hard for the baby to rest in the crib, as they experience a burning sensation, leading to restlessness and tears. For parents, it can be challenging to identify that this specific discomfort is causing the crying, but there are signs to watch for, such as the baby arching their body or seeming fussy shortly after feeding. Another factor to consider is silent reflux, a variation where symptoms can be subtler but just as uncomfortable. In this case, the baby may swallow the acid without spit up, creating a lingering sensation of discomfort. This type of reflux often shows up as intermittent, restrained crying, and the baby may struggle to relax when lying down, as the discomfort intensifies in that position. Observing these patterns can help parents identify whether reflux might be affecting their baby's sleep. To ease this discomfort, certain strategies can be helpful, like holding the baby upright for a few minutes after feeding to aid digestion and reduce reflux. Another helpful tip is to avoid high-energy play immediately after feeding, as this can increase discomfort. These simple, day-to-day actions can provide the baby with a more peaceful rest, reducing the impact of physical discomfort on their sleep routine. Now that you better understand your baby's needs, why not try these strategies to offer them the comfort and security they need? Remember, each baby is unique, so observe, experiment, and see what works best for your little one. Will applying these tips make a difference when placing them in the crib? Often, small changes can have a big impact. Did you find these tips helpful? Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to keep learning about baby sleep and other challenging phases of this parenting journey. We're in this together, working toward more peaceful nights and brighter days for the whole family.